Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I know it's been quite some time, and we're back with some more Geek AF.
Yeah.
Geek AF episodes. If you don't know what that means, ask your parents. So, we're gonna be a little more anime centric. That's the topic for today, and really, this is all about Jacob's intervention. Actually, honestly, so.
Yeah, it's become
I know,
a problem. I get it. I get it. I mean, every day. I would say anime when I wake up. I've watched it for years, and now I'm getting into that real crazy stuff now.
yeah. There's. Let's just
I don't know.
leave
I don't know.
Well, no, we're not gonna get that far into the anime, like the H, the ones that with the roosters wearing ties. Yeah, we're not gonna get to that stuff. But anime centric focus stuff. So what do we have to talk about? Well, you have some things that you want to introduce later on. I would like to go through my experience. I'd like to have you actually interview me because I'm sure you want to get your perspective and my perspective of this One Piece journey that I just got into a few months ago, actually back in February. So we can talk more about that later. But to get things started before, I know it's been a while. A lot of stuff has happened in our personal lives. One of them, I don't know if you want to mention, a certain thing happened to you sometime in, April or so?
Yeah, I got married.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Emojis. Yeah, that's the...
We are the emojis. I don't need emojis. We are the emojis.
We are. We'll do the effects ourselves.
Yeah, we don't have a production team here yet, guys, but we will one day.
One day.
But yeah, I got married. I'm gonna say this right now for anyone listening and wants to get married in the future. Please get a wedding planner. I promise you, get a wedding planner. It is perfect. Just do it.
Yeah. I was there. I saw let's just say everyone put in their 2 cents.
Oh yeah.
But it was a lovely wedding. Had a great time. We were there. Was up there with the few, of course. Not me, not marrying me, like on the but yeah, it was great. There for more support. So it was a great time, great food. Everyone just meeting together, and then one big happy family and big family. So
yeah.
It was great.
160 people. Yeah, it was pretty. It was a lot.
Yeah. All right. So, without getting too nitty-gritty into our personal lives, let's get into the anime stuff. So, what is it that you like to introduce?
Yeah, there's a few I've been checking out. I mean, obviously, I tend to try to look for some animes that aren't super mainstream, but obviously I fall into the mainstream ones too. Daemons, if you know Daemons of the Shadow Realm, it's the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. It's their secondary. Yes, it just came out. There's a couple of episodes I watched. I think I'm 4 episodes into that one. I will say I like it. It is interesting. It starts off really confusing a little bit, honestly. Confusing's not the right word, but it's just kind of one of those ones that there's a lot going on, which you can expect with Full Metal, but this seems to have more twists involved than Full Metal did right out in the beginning. I do like how the animation, how everything, the story's been going so far. Again, only 4 episodes in, so I haven't seen anything else from there. But it's interesting, and I like it a lot. It's definitely, I could say for sure, the start of Full Metal was able to grip me a lot sooner and keep me locked in a lot longer. These 4 episodes that I watched, even though they are entertaining, I haven't felt myself. It's not the same feeling as Full Metal, which I'm trying not to compare it to. But I mean, when you come out with such a banger of a freaking anime like that, or story actually.
It's hard to compare.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard not to compare, and
yeah.
it's hard. Um, it's I mean, especially since it's the same person, it's just really hard not to compare. But no, I'm enjoying that one right now. So that's a new one I've been watching. Another one that I've been waiting for. We talked about it in a few episodes prior to this. Hat Atelier. I've been so excited waiting for this. I mean, I think I've talked to you for a couple of years now. Just been like, I'm waiting for this anime to come out. It's gonna be amazing, and it came out, and it's amazing, and it's blowing up, and I knew it was going to, because I'm like, the story and the art and everything they're putting into this it's such a passion project, and it seems like it's such a passion project for everyone involved. Like,
That's awesome.
The creators, the artists, the production team, they literally made the outfits for the anime so they can actually hand draw it and see different angles and see how the outfits, like, they hand stitched outfits in real life for the characters. Like, they made all the outfits in real life, and just to put it on a physical doll and move it around to see the animation, how it will flow during certain scenes when it's flying. Like, they spent so much detail and time in this, and it's such a passion project. You could tell from everyone involved. And obviously there's gonna be haters. People try to compare it to the manga, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why? It's as close as you can get, basically. And there's still people that are trying to find little nitpicky things. I'm like, stop, just like the anime, man. Just like the
Just enjoy it for what it is.
Just enjoy it just enjoy the story, enjoy the art, enjoy that there's no one's getting freaking beat to death as an anime. A lot of part animation artist.
Everyone wants to be a critic, and so people try to tend to gravitate toward that, which I know it's not the case, but sometimes you just gotta relax and just enjoy the thing that you want to watch.
I love it, man. It's getting it's hard right now to talk about anime and be in the anime circles. Like, I'm not so obsessed with anime that I keep up on all news, but I try to at least educate myself on a few things, and unfortunately there's things that happen. There's a very popular anime. I don't know if you know of the anime. I can't even, honestly, I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's the
Oh yeah, I know. Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta, I believe is what it's pronounced. Probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's been pronounced 3 different ways, so I need to learn how to actually properly pronounce it. But the creator and the artist have literally been bullied off of social media from their own fans. That's ridiculous. That's sad. That's so sad to me. Their fans have just thrown allegations and saying the creator's racist, and she's not. They just, anything they could, reaching for anything just to torment this person. And I'm like, you made this person that has this anime that is fun, people love it, people love the art style, the characters, the story so far, and you as a fandom made this person literally go, I don't want to even associate with my fandom. That's sad. That's sad to me. So it's just, if for those listening, please, if you like anime or comics or any of that stuff, watch it, enjoy it, but maybe don't tear it apart. Just be there, enjoy it with everyone. Don't try to tear it apart. You could be a critic of it. You might not like it. You don't have to like every anime you see or every story you read, but don't try to destroy it just because you don't like it. It doesn't make any sense to do that, And this is not to be confused with the ones things that happen. If you find out the author is a horrible person, then that's a different thing. But this is not the case.
This is just
please
bullying. I mean, I don't know why would there, if there's a case or a reason why they had to do that, then that's either the person themselves or maybe some they found about the author. I don't know. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah,
So if
unfortunately,
they're
a
yeah.
lot of it is it's not like there's no proof of anything that
Mhm.
people they're trying to build allegations against this author, and there's nothing. There's plain and simple, there's nothing, and it's just you have a whole side of the fandom that's like, hey man, please stop doing that, and then you have another side of the fandom that was just loud enough to make this person leave, and it's just sad. But
Jeez.
getting away from that, we're gonna go back to the happy news of anime. I've watched that anime too. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it again because it's gonna butcher it. I'm just gonna butcher it every
Gachiakuta.
time. Gachiakuta.
You can
uh,
almost pronounce it if you say it super fast, but it'll sound really
yeah,
wrong.
exactly. I'm excited. Bleach. They're finally finishing the last arc of Bleach.
Oh,
Mind you, for our
okay.
fans, for people. James, actually, I think you might have been the one to get me in. It was either you or someone else very close that has gotten me
100%
into
guilty.
Bleach. Yeah, definitely for sure.
Who else had internet
From
at the time? And it
yeah,
was
yeah,
fun.
pretty much, yeah. uh,
Yeah.
it's been a fun journey, and I mean, to be as old as we are, from kids to watching it now, and
Hmm.
oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Like I
Yeah.
just love the story. I just love the
The
story.
story, like, I mean, I finished the manga like years ago, but
Oh
just to see
yeah,
it finally in its animated
animated.
format, yeah. And there's some things that they added too, which was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
Here I'm still it's for me it's still up in there to see how this actually unfolds because on top of like adding new content, they might like I remember reading the manga, it's a bit not really spoilers, but there was a bit of lacklusterness, but there was a reason
Yes.
behind that.
Yes.
We can search that online as to the reason why people decided to go that route.
Hmm.
But the way how this is going to unfold, how this is going to be, it's really exciting. I'm super excited. I was going to ask, like, it's not going to be an episode format, like it's actually going to be in theaters, right? Is that right? Or they're
I
not going to do the same thing they did with like Demon Slayer, where it's a theatrical release and then they do episode formats
I don't
after. I don't
believe
know.
so.
So this
I
is
think
it.
that
This
the
is it.
first. I think I'm not too sure. Honestly, I'm not too sure. All I've heard is that it's going to be in the episode format, so I'm not too sure. They might go the route of,
Or if it's
you
like
know
a
how.
first episode that's 2 hours long and then
Yeah,
episode. I don't
yeah,
know.
or do what The Boys did recently. The show The
Hmm.
Boys did a final season. They did all these episodes, and then the last episode they decided to air it in AMC theaters. It was that successful? I have no idea. I haven't really looked into it. But if they do anything, if Bleach does anything, if the studio behind them, I would assume that's what they'd be doing because I mean, I haven't heard anything about it being released into theaters. Um, and it's, from my knowledge, only been talked about in episode format. So maybe
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'll look into it after this, actually.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
regardless, I think I'm because of that's kind of how my process was going when I first watched the Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle.
yes.
Because I was going like, all right, I'll just watch it episode like it's gonna be an episode format at some point. But just go
No,
have
just
the
experience. Yeah.
experience it. I you know I kind of probably should have done the same with the boys. I would have probably had a different
Yeah.
outlook than I did now than watching here at home on Amazon, but that's a whole other topic. But just go for the experience, especially if you're a Bleach fan. I'm gonna be there. I mean, if I want to go alone, or if you want to meet up somewhere, we'll go watch it together, or something. But that's what June. It's this month, right? 25th.
Yeah, it should be coming out this. It should be coming out this month. It's either the end of this month or the beginning of July. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm so excited for that. And there's talks about, I mean, there's been talks a little bit for a while now about the Hell arc, that Kuba's going to come out with the Hell arc. I'm excited for that. You know, not to go on a little tangent of Bleach, but like, or I, they just came out with a gotcha game for Bleach, and I enjoy it quite a lot. It's a lot of fun.
It stole your money.
Um, I have luckily I haven't spent that much money on it. Every month I do. There's like a
Is that the Brave
monthly.
Souls?
I've played that one for years. No. This one is Bleach. What are you called? Soul Residence.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wait, isn't that the fighting game? No.
it's a
Which
no,
one
no,
is
no.
it?
That one came out too, and I want to get that one too. That one looks amazing.
Yeah.
No, this one is a newer phone, tablet type of computer game.
Yeah.
It's a gotcha system. So each character comes out. The newest character that came out with White Ichigo or Hollow Ichigo, basically. Um,
Mhm.
I freaking love this game so much. I love it so
Yeah.
much, and it's bad because I want to spend money, and I'm like, you bastards.
Bleach
But
Soul.
apparently, I'm kind of scared because apparently, Crunchyroll just announced that they're going to be making a Bleach game with the same general vibe as this one.
Hmm.
It's like solo leveling.
Yeah,
It's like solo
I
leveling.
was
That's
gonna
what it
say.
is.
I just opened up the
Yes,
website. Like the way it's all laid out, it looks like
yes,
yeah, like the gotcha
yes.
solo
And
leveling.
which
Yeah.
I enjoy. If you like gotchas and you like Bleach, this is definitely a good game to get into. It's very friendly. A lot of their characters aren't. It's not like a completely pay to win. You have a chance to earn characters. You have a chance to get on the leaderboards and not be shut out by people that just spend a ton of money on everything. Like they're
Hmm.
doing a really good job of keeping every character grounded. But if you want to spend more money to do more things, you can. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's good so far.
Okay.
What else we got going on here? Have you ever watched? We're gonna stay on Bleach. Have you ever watched Burn the
Let's go.
Witch? Have you
I
watched that one? It's
I
like
think I did. Yeah, it's like a
the
3 episode arc,
yeah, like
right?
the
Like a
British
little one
version
shot.
of or something like that. I haven't
Yeah,
ever watched that. It was just on my topic here, and I was
I
like,
watched it a
you
little bit,
know,
but a lot of the fan service was extremely distracting at the time.
gotcha. I think that. Oh my god, no, you're right. I did try to watch it, and I couldn't for that reason. I remember. Holy cow, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow, I totally forgot about that. I was wondering why I didn't ever watch that. Sorry, I'm not like again super into anime and Japanese storytelling and all that, but I am not one for just blatant fan service out of nowhere. Sorry, just not my thing.
Mhm.
It's just kind of weird to me. I'm not going to judge you for it. It's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
What what
But
else
yeah,
do we got
I like
going on?
the idea that universe or not universe, it takes place within the same
Mm-hmm.
universe of Bleach.
I
It's
thought that
just
was
in a
interesting.
different location, London, which something like you don't even think about. So that almost
Yes.
expands to the idea of like how far does this go? Like you have
How far does the Soul Societies
like
are there
Soul
different?
Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Soul Society in Japan. You have Burn the Witch in London. Like
Yeah.
any curiosity of like what the American version would be like. I don't know,
I
or
don't want to
maybe not. Actually, I don't know if I want to
I got
get.
our gun. No, I was kidding.
No,
Oh no.
no.
Oh jeez.
Let's see.
Uh,
God. All right.
all right. Oh, so I just got a few more over here. Doctor Stone. Doctor Stone's gonna be finishing up. I love that
Okay.
one a lot. If you haven't checked out Doctor Stone, this is also to you, James. If you haven't checked out Doctor Stone, I'd give it a watch. It is very creative. It is
Hmm.
a fun scientific type of anime that just gets out of the norm. Um, the characters are wacky, uh, but it's still very grounded with everything.
Yeah.
All the
Like a lot of.
science involved, a
Mhm.
lot of it actually works to a degree. Obviously, it's still an
I've
anime.
heard. Yeah.
Yeah, but like there's some pretty
Like
sound science
it's.
involved, which is dope.
I've heard some great things, especially. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know. Like, I'll trust this source. Like, who is it? They interviewed. Oh my God, someone from. What's that show on Discovery Channel?
Neil deGrasse
Oh,
Tyson?
what?
Are you talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson? Are you talking
No, no,
about
no, no,
him?
no. It was one like Jesus Christ, Adam Savage. what was that?
Oh!
Oh
Are
my
you talking about
god,
MythBusters people? Those guys?
Mythbusters. They
Yes.
interviewed not Adam and Jamie, but like they had like the three other
Oh,
uh
yes.
people. What's her
Zach
name though?
and I'm sorry. The
No,
other
no, no.
people that
I'm
aren't
looking
that
this up right
important. No, I'm
now.
just kidding.
The
No.
build team,
They're
Kari. I think Kari Byron. Yeah, Kari.
gotcha.
They interviewed
Gotcha.
her one time, and then she was like, she's a fan of the show, Dr. Stone, and like a lot of the
Mhm.
things like she watched was like, you know, actual scientific proof on what
Yeah.
Dr. Stone and the show actually entails and the details of what they do to
Yeah.
get out to run their experiments. So I was like, oh, they are actually like legit not making anime magic stuff up. Like this is
No.
legit science that they're using.
They explain it in such a way that it's a fun way to learn. I mean, if you can comprehend that way of just someone telling you information, then by all means, man, watch the show.
Dude,
I can't
what
do that. But
if
if you can do it, holy cow.
guys, let me say this one. If I guess if you watch this on if Dr. Stone was syndicated on PBS, how
Oh,
crazy would
God.
that be? You have Bill Nye the Science Guy and following up Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone, yeah.
And then we're on to Sesame Street.
It'd be rough because there's some darkness in Dr. Stone.
Okay. I don't know. That'd be insane though.
Oh, like, come on, neighbor. And then
Shit.
just a real.
Like you really love watching Sesame Street. Yeah. I just gotta wait for another hour and then some other show will pop up.
Yeah.
If anyone's
Oh,
listening,
geez.
this is how we used to watch television. It wasn't streaming back in the day, like prior what? Maybe when streaming service kicked in about 2004 or 5, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
We
Man.
actually had to go on a schedule. Like when shows came up on TV, we had to work our schedule out to that. So by the time, let's say Bill Nye came on PBS, it was like 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the bell rings. We run after school. I mean, okay, I wasn't running for Bill Nye. I was running for Pokemon.
Yeah.
But like that, you got to build your schedule off that just to watch the show. It was a time. Great time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
When's the next Bill Nye episode? No.
I love seeing all the videos, the TikToks of like just the wacky cartoons that we had back then and the wacky shows that we had back then too. It just cracks me up because like one of the ones that people talk about a lot is like Magic School Bus, and that one cracks me up so much.
I love Magic School. It was
amazing.
That wasn't like a schedule. Yeah, it was. That wasn't a scheduled thing. That was like if it was on, it was on. I remember that being on like 7 o'clock in the morning. As I was getting ready for school, and then I had some time to kill. There's like 5 minutes of them going inside Ralph's stomach bloodstream and seeing how that works. I'm like, okay, cool. That's not traumatizing at all.
There's someone in there.
I remember that clearly because the way they entered his bloodstream was just like, hey, get my broken knee that I scratched up, and then they just
strong choices. They made some interesting choices during these shows in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
All right. Get back to anime.
Okay.
Just
that'll be another episode. Anime stuff. Yeah. Let's get back.
I just finished the season of Frieren, the second season of Frieren. Again, top notch. Love. It's popular for a reason. It's popular for a reason, and oh my gosh, the story it's just really good. It's just a really good story. And it's timing, the cinematography of the animation and the studio behind it, they just do a really good job. I am saddened to have learned that it's on I believe it's on a break, and
the manga or the anime?
The manga, and I can't remember why exactly it's on a break. But it is on a break, and because of this, it's on a break like Berserk and Hunter x Hunter and stuff like that. Like it's on a long break, hiatus, and I'm like, oh no, because I'm like, why? Like I get it. Frieren is an amazing story and it's an amazing anime, but you chose to take this that's not even close to being finished. Did it die or what happened?
No. I was just looking at it, like on a Reddit 8 months ago, as of today, after the release of chapter 147. The manga serialization of Frieren Beyond Journey's End will be on indefinite hiatus due to health issues of the creators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, I'm like, dang it, man. It's sad because it's a really good story. The perspective of time passing and losing your friends, like the author took something that you don't really explore in other stories. And it is just a passage of time because you hear it all the time. And like, because of this anime, I have changed how I try to write a little bit in terms of time and time manipulation and understanding of time. Because too many times you'll hear I've been this strong for 1,000 years. And it's like, okay, but
how did you get to that point?
Well, it's not just how did you get to that point, but what has happened in 1,000 years? You don't realize how long 1,000 years is, and you're still acting this certain way, or you're still doing these things that are like not developed in a way. You would be a tactician. You would have fought thousands of battles because you can't die or whatever the heck it is. You would have so much knowledge. In Frieren, they do this. The passage of time, because the elves are the longest living race in that story. It's basically like a curse. You know, the main character the whole point is she goes on a journey, the first journey to defeat the demon lord. Yeah. And it's right after they defeat the demon lord and everyone's old. And guess what? She's old, but she's not dying. Everyone else is. So it's a good story because she starts to think about like how she acted when she was on that journey and starts to relive it here and there and starts to realize like, oh, these things meant something to them, these short lifespan people. And because it meant something to them, it means something to me now because they're no longer here.
That's so sad. So, I know. Yeah.
It's like, good, dude.
It's like at the time when she was with the original party, she was like very passive, very like not nonchalant, but like, you know, just like kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything starts to hit her after her party has long passed. So yeah, I need to get back into that. I only watched the first episode, and I remember reading the synopsis on it.
Oh,
and
dude, it's good. It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely something like you don't think about. I love that side of storytelling. So like, especially if you're into D&D and stuff, or like RPGs or any of that kind of things, like, you know, the lineage of like elves, like they live the longest, 500 years or plus, but then you don't really see or get the perspective of the like their experiences of what it was like back then, and then how this reflects over to how this impacts them now. So it's a really interesting perspective. And like, you know, no one has that kind of, or has that story or lived to tell the tale of what it's like after 1,000 years, you know, but this is something like that's also, you know, more theoretical, I guess, in a sense, more hypothetical, actually. In terms of like, what would it be like? And then here's this humanistic side of writing on what it would be, and what experiences would be about. So yeah, I need to get back on it. Just thinking about that, if I just want to shut down and cry, I'm ready to do that.
There's some episodes, man. There was I remember one particular episode. I can't like fully. I won't go into full detail about it, but early first season, it was a particular episode. I was like, ooh, you bastard. Yeah. You got me. It's raining inside my house. Oh, God. Yeah.
Who turned on the faucet leak?
Oh, there's a leak. There's a leak above me. Oh, no.
You don't have an upstairs. Geez. What are you talking about?
the neighbors upstairs. You don't have it upstairs.
Yeah.
Bastard. But from there, there's a couple of other animes that I really want to get into. Man, I'm so beat up and tired of like I can't remember, die and then come back and then die again. I can't remember that isekai. The
The isekai
isekai
stuff.
storyline.
Isn't that where they wake
You
up in another
die and you
world?
wake up in another world and you have all these powers. I've seen so many and they all are the same general story and I'm so tired.
I just have to
I'm
like find
so
something that's
tired.
so unique. Like I think
But
well, no, not Sword
it's
Art's not one of them. Sorry, I was thinking like where they would end up is almost similar, but
yeah,
no.
it's similar
Was
circumstances
it the
where
one
you're like
I
stuck in
died
there.
reborn a
A
jelly
gelatin, yes,
slime,
a
a
slime,
slime
yes,
or
gelatin,
something
yes,
like that?
a
There was
jello
one where
shot.
he's like there's
There's
another
a vending
episode.
machine.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know.
That's
I
far.
don't know. But there's one that people really like, and it's called ReZero. And
Yeah.
I guess this
Is
one
that
is. I think this is. I haven't watched it. I've never watched it, so I could be completely off. Um, but it's called ReZero, and I guess the whole premise is like the dude keeps dying, and that's why he's like able to come back.
mhm.
That's like a power that he has, and I caught people have really liked it. I haven't heard the greatest things, but then I've heard it's all over the place with me. But that one and a couple of other ones I've seen, like the ending before the beginning, end before the beginning, I think is what it's called.
Mhm.
Um, I tried watching that. It's okay. Oh, the beginning after the end. That's what it's called. The beginning after the end. Tried watching that. That one's okay. I think I've just burnt out on
Yeah.
isekais, and so now anytime someone recommends it to me, I'm like, alright, sure, I'll go watch it. The only one that I've seen that is semi isekai like type of storylining is one that was on Netflix, and I don't think it was very popular, but it was funny. It did have a little bit of uh, fan service in there too, here and there, but it wasn't like so over the top, which was fine. But it's like My Uncle from Another World, and
Oh
it's on
yeah.
Netflix. It's funny. I like it. It's funny
I
because
remember
like
hearing yeah.
it's just really, to me it's really funny that there's a guy that gets transported to another world and he looks so ugly that people think that he's an orc rather than a human.
Oh, I'm looking
because
at it right now. It's like Uncle from
because
Another
everyone
World.
in this world thinks that, yeah, it's a funny one. I would check it out on Netflix. I don't think it's gonna get a second season. I don't think it did very well. I believe it came out like near the end of COVID, so a
Mhm.
lot of people may have missed it. But that one's an actual pretty good one to watch. um it just, you're going with the perspective of the nephew, and the uncle is the one that got isekai'd into a different world. So he
Yeah.
comes back to the real world, and since he's back in the real world, he still has all of his powers, but it's fun. It's a good
Okay.
one. So far, I don't know the full story, so maybe it gets worse later on. I have no idea. All right, but one more from what I saw, it was pretty good. What else do we got here? Um, the rest of it is just kind of like, the mainstream stuff. JJK, um, that one's pretty good. Chainsaw Man, like I'm not JJK and Chainsaw Man. I'm not super fans of.
I
People
haven't
love
gotten into any
these.
of them. Yeah, I know they're
People
everywhere.
love them. The stories are. It's funny because a lot of times when you say, for the people I've talked to, and just Reddit forums I've read, a lot of times when you're not necessarily talking bad, but you're just like, hey, I don't, the story isn't that good. Like, I feel like it's not that good, and there's other anime or other stories that are significantly better.
Mhm.
Um, maybe not saying significantly better, but saying that there are other stories that better, you get a response of like, you just don't understand it. It's just too complex for your brain, and you're like, it's not. It's really not.
It's pretty straightforward. Like
The
very
complexity of this
predictable.
story is, and I'm like, listen, man, when you need a whole fucking book just to explain what the hell's going on in the damn chapter, like that's not good writing, all right? Like, I get it. You want it to, you think it's cool because they have super flashy, cool combos. Yeah, and they can attack, and the
That's what
animation
catches
is really
you.
good. That doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it good story writing. There's good parts. There's really creative and interesting parts, but it doesn't mean it's good story writing. Like Chainsaw Man, people hype this thing up for whatever reason to me, and I've read the majority of Chainsaw Man up until they came out with like the second season in the manga. The first season, I read all that, and I remember feeling like, okay, all right, because there's things that happen so quickly and abruptly that there's no room to breathe. It's just bam, 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 bam. Okay, we're done. And you're like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go outside then. Like, well, we'll go figure something else out then.
There's not time to like
there's no
transition into a whole other arc or something.
It's a bad thing. I can't remember who was talking about it exactly, but it's this weird feeling of you're riding the wave of the high. So like you have an action scene, okay? And you're like, oh, this action scene is amazing. Well, I don't want it to stop. So you keep just doing the action scene. And it's like you can't do that. You can't just keep doing that.
So is it the Scott Snyder, or is it the Snyder of anime, you think? Like
I feel like I feel like it's just a lot of
Snyder,
it. Just,
the Michael Bay of animes.
A little bit. I would say it's better
Scott
writing.
Snyder, Zack Snyder, sorry.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Better writing, but it's not as good as people think it is. I will give it another go because again, I read it, so maybe watching it will be a better experience. I'll give it another go. I read all of Jujutsu Kaisen, and shoot, man, I even read the follow-up Jujutsu Kaisen with some freaking aliens come to space. Yeah, anyways, that's a whole nother thing. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know. So.
I read all of that, and now I'm watching it. And with Jujutsu Kaisen, it's super beautifully done. Like, it's animated wonderfully, but the story is just kind of, it has a good couple points in there, and then it just falls off, and then it comes back, and it's just mainly action. And then Chainsaw Man, same thing. It's just mainly action. You start off with a character that's low on himself and down on himself, and then it's just mainly action from there. Where are we at?
This is your list, so oh, are we at?
That's about it for my list. I mean, I had a little bit about My Hero Academia, and I wasn't going to touch on that too much.
Okay.
I was just going to say, like, try to tie it in with your One Piece journey here. A lot of people haven't started One Piece because of how long it is. I used to not fully understand that, and now I'm looking at My Hero Academia, which is a completed series and not nearly as long, and I'm like, ooh, do I want to go on that journey? Do I want to start this? Because I only watched 2 seasons of My Hero Academia. I read a ton of it, but I always just kind of stopped. And now that it's completely done, I'm like, do I want to sit down and experience all of it? And so that's something that I haven't done yet, but I think I will have to, because I mean, maybe I'll feel the same way that I don't know how you're feeling about One Piece so far, but maybe maybe I will feel the same way I do feel about One Piece. People like it. People love this series, and I do remember liking it in the beginning. So maybe I can get back to that feeling. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I say we get past this stuff and we go into the meat and potatoes of this podcast, and that's the One Piece journey that you've been on for a while now, man.
Yeah, it is incredible. Yeah, just I know like even before I kind of like I knew like you and my brother were watching One Piece, and I just kind of teased it like the fact like there's so many episodes, like 1,000 episodes in. I always keep teasing like, have they fucking found it yet? Because it's so long. And um now watching it, I take it back a little bit because
Yeah.
like, and then when I got to a certain episode, I was like, okay, I get it. But yeah, I started the One Piece thing back in okay, before I started in February. We watched One Piece Red. That was the challenge at one point. I think I aired it in an episode, or at least one of our pilot episodes or something.
Yes.
Anyways, I wanted to watch it because I was curious about One Piece Red because they showcased Shanks, and I know like they haven't fully shown what he's really capable of. So I was hoping I could at least just jump straight to that and see what he can do. Um, it's still a small hint of what he's capable of. So watching that at the time and then being introduced to like all these characters and the abilities, I was like, what in the world am I watching and what is happening? But at the same time, I'm just like, I have to suspend everything. Like, I'm just gonna watch it, go for it, don't even question it, just enjoy it. And that's one of the actually, you know what? Thinking about it now, like watching it that way helped me prepare what I was going in for One Piece.
Mhm.
So it's like it's a how-to guide, like how to get yourself in, basically. Like prepare yourself for what's expected to come. Crazy powers, whatever, the lore
The
and
weird.
everything. The weird. This is just like face up, like front value. Like if you're in
Yeah.
it for like the action stuff and great animation sequences and it looks good to you, that's a great start. But then actually starting in February, the way I got into it was I figured I can't remember how I related it, but I think I started everything. I think the term journey or
Mhm.
everything that's gone so far has been keeping in the mind that everything was D&D related to me. So you start off with Luffy, who I identified him as a barbarian. He doesn't think things through. He just goes for whatever he sees. He's pretty much like a dog and then just goes after it. Kind of like that Joker analogy. I forgot what it was in The Dark Knight or whatever. But yeah, really strong, whatever rubbery powers and all that stuff. But everything like I saw, like all the instances and every character interaction between certain situations, I had to think of everything being on the roll of a dice. So like perception and like all this like um intimidation and deception like Nami goes through, like everything passes off like in a typical situation it's like no way, but those have to be like a roll of the die of like what encounters happen or interactions between different characters or like them versus the government and like how they would respond. So everything in that perspective for what they've done in terms of writing has been related to as if everything has been a D&D campaign to me. Like every arc, every campaign, 1, 2, 3, all that stuff. Like if you went through every island, I treated it as if it was a campaign. And so just like watching it that way, I was so entertained by that fact. And then like when the emotional beats hit, they hit hard. Like I think after everything picks up once Luffy steps in with and to help Nami, like I'm your friend, I got your back, kind of thing. That episode with Arlong, that I forgot the name of the island, that arc. That's when things kick off. But then the journey, it's incredible. It's crazy. And I know I'm trying to like reflect what it would be like if I started it way back then. So like it came out 2000 or something. Like
I thought it was 90. No, it was 2000.
I think the
Definitely
manga
early
was
2000s.
early
Yeah,
2000s.
The
But I
show
was
came
thinking
out early
like
2000s.
yeah, like what the idea would be like for me if I had started One Piece back then. So it's just more. It kind of like gave me this. I don't know. It's like more of a growth test, so to speak. Like how
Okay.
much I would be affected back then than how I'm watching it right now. Because
Yeah.
back then, it's just like just another anime thing or whatever, maybe a phase. But now it just watching it as an adult has like heavily impacted to like what triggers like today's society and like the stuff like we're not thinking about.
Hmm.
Like it tells you like the things like Ichiro Oda is writing has been around like with if you want to get into the whole hierarchy and world government and oppression and everything that's going on in real time. This has been an eye opener, and these stories are the reasons why this thing has been
Yeah.
going for so long. Um, in all these arcs, and it's just hitting every single detrimental topic that's going on in today's society, and so I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I sort of like started watching it, because of obviously the things that are happening
Society.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people raising the One Piece flags, the Straw Hat
Yeah.
flags in these protests. It's like this has definitely made an impact for sure. And
It means something, you
yeah,
know.
definitely.
Uh,
Yeah.
fun fact about it. Oda, he created this, like he still wanted a wacky and fun universe, and that's why Luffy's a wacky character, and everything in the beginning, like Saga is kind of fun, but still kind of like still wacky, still fun, but a little bit down to earth, and still has that. And I believe it is his. I don't know if it's still his current editor, but it was, I believe, his first editor that pushed him into this realm of we need to add complexity of society in there. You have this story, let's flesh it out with politics of the Marines. What do they do? How is their lives? What does the pirates do? How are their lives? And so that editor has helped Oda. I don't know how to what degree, but initially was the one to kind of push him in that direction. And
Hmm.
so a lot of people really give credit to that editor too, not just to Oda. Unfortunately, I don't know the editor's name. Uh, it's something that I just recently learned about, um, just through the growing knowledge of One Piece and people talking about it and becoming more and more popular. It's growing like crazy, because one, again, it's been on for so many like years and so many episodes, um, and it's hitting people like more and more people are coming into it, fresh faces, and just trying to understand why it has had such an impact on the world.
Hmm.
And when you watch it, it seems like everyone gets to that point, like, and this is gonna sound crazy, like it sounds crazy when you hear it. I know it sounds crazy when you hear it, but once you get to like 30 episodes in, which sounds crazy to say, you there's a moment, and I mean that's like, it's sometimes it's less than that, but sometimes it's more.
Hmm.
You get to a certain point in the story where you go, oh, I get it. I get why this is so good. Why
Hmm.
why people want to watch this.
Yeah.
It's what it's actually about. Once you get to that point, because everyone, I promise you, like I mean, we talked about it for years, and things like that. And again, you said the same joke of like, have they found it yet? I've heard that many times
Yeah.
throughout,
Sorry.
from many. It's fine, from many people.
Yeah.
It's just the normal thing of when you tell people you like One Piece, or I've watched it, like all the episodes, they're like, oh geez, because there is this stigma. Unfortunately, there is the stigma that it's just a wacky, goofy anime because when it came out into America, it was just a wacky, goofy anime. Like they were threatening people with gigantic forks and
Oh god,
guns that had like
the American,
the
no, not the. I mean,
the
yeah, the
four
American,
kids.
the 4 kids version,
Yeah, the four
so
kids
heavily
version. It was so
edited down.
bad.
Such a terrible
So bad.
interpretation in the introduction, like especially for kids,
Oh
like
yeah.
within that lineup, like running around with super
So
soakers and everything, like
yeah,
that
it
to me
was
was like,
not.
is this the world like they're actually living in? Like that's so messed up to introduce it that way, especially to someone at my age. I did see it earlier at the time when I
Yeah.
was a youngin at the time. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. Uh, he has a lollipop, Sanji,
I thought it
instead
was
of a
lame.
cigarette. Yeah.
I thought it was lame. Like
Like,
I'm gonna be
okay,
honest.
he just
I
has a sweet tooth or whatever. Like it was so kiddie. Like
Yeah, they changed it
they
so
messed it up.
much,
Yeah.
and they took away its value, is what it felt like its true value, and
That's what probably tuned me off from it too,
honestly,
at the
a lot
time.
of people,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wouldn't doubt it. A lot of people, at least in America, because the more and more find people that have started watching it recently, we'll talk and we'll have the same conversation of, and that's their experience. That was their first experience, was 4 kids,
Hmm.
or watching it on YouTube, but the YouTube version was from 4 kids. So
Yeah.
that's all they were experienced from. And so you have, when you go from, not saying that for audience, I love Dragon Ball Z. James, we love Dragon Ball Z. Watched it for years. But let's be honest, the story of Dragon Ball Z is just wacky. It's not a cohesive story at all.
Hmm.
It becomes one. Yeah, yeah. We won't get into that. But you go from Dragon Ball Z, punch him up, serious, 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 punch him up, serious, 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 to this other anime, like one of the only other animes that I can really remember, because I'm sorry, but I didn't consider like Gundam and all those
Political.
Digimon
Hmm.
and Pokemon, even though they're
Hmm.
anime, I never really considered it anime. Um, for some reason, I just didn't like. Or Yu Yu Hakushin, Rurouni Kenshin, Trigun, all those were like, it felt like grown up animes, as a kid, grown up
I see
animes.
what you mean.
And so
So
when
like,
you're going from a
mhm.
grown up anime to now this kiddish anime that this dude's has a lollipop and they have super soakers, and
I think that's what that's
it
what it
was
was
like,
going for. Yeah.
it was
And that's
just,
just not what it was.
no, not at all. Not at all.
Mm-mm.
It took the serious factor of it and the reality of like how high the stakes were, and just destroyed it completely.
I think
And
they were given probably the first maybe 10 episodes and just worked
yeah,
around
it
that.
was bad. It was really
Yeah.
bad. So like, audience, if you haven't started the journey, man, just do it. Just start it. I will say legitimately, reading it is a little rough, but it's not like horrible or anything. It's just the way he sets up his panels. Oda sets up the panels. It can be a little off-putting in the beginning of it, because a lot of people are used to like very well organized and or spaced out properly panels that the like wordings aren't overlapping another one, and
Mhm.
it's not horrible by any means, but it's not to the quality of where it's at now.
Right.
You can look at a panel from, let's say, a good one. Honestly, they all suck. No, no, a good one.
Damn. Okay.
No, but like you take a panel from like Bleach and then you put it up against a panel from One Piece, and you're like, oh, I could see the complete difference of the quality in terms of spacing, font, even, things like that. It's gotten better over the years, but there have been some panels where it's like, dude, what the crap is happening? Like, there's a lot of random bubbles here and there all over the place, and you're like, okay, who's talking right now? What is happening?
Hmm.
So I would say just watch it. sit down, watch it, or put it in the background. You put it in the background, correct? You did that for a
Yep,
while, and then
that's how I did it. Like, I mean, while I'm working, I just throw it up in the background. If anything catches my eye, I'll. And definitely, a lot of things like kind of turn me
yeah,
over. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
yeah,
So that's how good of a show it is. Like, there's so many things. Like, like we all know. Like, there's a lot. The pacing is the issue. I know there are some things we can like. I could just bypass even some fillers,
hmm
but I think the pivotal moments, like when certain moments turn my head over it, that's when you know it's good. Like, oh shit, you know. So I
it's funny
yeah
rewatching it because there's a lot of
yeah.
things I don't remember, but rewatching it with you, it's funny
Well,
because
real quick, have you been watching it Japanese only, or is this your first time watching it through? Because I'm watching the English dub. Because that way
first
it
time watching it English dub.
yeah. Because I have to watch it that way just because once I'm working on some, and then it's easy for me to catch it English
Yes.
dub. Like I do want to get into the Japanese. When I get to that point, I will once I get closer to the
Yes.
arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely I experienced it all through the Japanese version, and I love it. It's I still like it a lot more, but I have grown to appreciate the English dub too. There's
Mhm.
good qualities to the English dub. As soon as I realized that, like, a lot of the actors are from Dragon Ball Z, so I was like, I'm in. You got me.
That was the best part to find out. Like Krillin is Usopp, and
Yeah.
Trunks is Sanji, and Vegeta is Zoro,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think that kind of also enticed it even more. Just because of the familiarity of voices you hear.
Yes.
It was nice to kind of keep it traditional that way. Unlike the
Yeah.
Four Kids dub, which good
Oh
lord.
Lord. It's bad. If you haven't checked it out, like, it's really bad. If you don't
If anyone
remember, if you're listening and you don't remember, just go search up Sanji's voice from the
I was
Four
gonna say,
Kids.
compare Sanji's
Holy
voice.
cow.
I'm not even gonna try it. I mean,
Oh
I
my
could do it, but
gosh,
like
no, just it's so bad. Um
the choices made. I don't really
yeah.
blame the Four Kids actors.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no, no. I don't blame them. They're just doing their job.
yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
So bad.
to you. Sorry. Yeah.
um, but no, what I was gonna say is it's funny that, like, rewatching it with you, I find myself like, because I didn't pay attention to certain other characters, but I find myself liking different characters than I did the first time.
Hmm.
A character that I threw away and I was like, God, this person was just annoying. Um, I like him a lot now, and that's Foxy. That's Foxy.
Yeah.
I like
These are
Foxy.
the
Him and I
best.
like Foxy.
Beep, beep, beep.
It's
Beep, 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 beep. Beep,
Fucking
beep,
love
beep,
that
beep.
dude.
just it's so wacky and dumb, and he's just like the
The
voice that they
Wario of
gave
One
him.
Piece. Wario.
Yeah, the
Not Warrior.
Wario.
The Wario.
Beep, beep, beep.
And he
Yeah.
sounds the good thing is, like, for us, we made a connection with it because I like you initially said he sounds like the voice actor that does what's his name, Cypher off of Valorant.
Yeah.
He's like, it's Cypher off of Valorant, and
This
so
one
I
goes
was
here,
like,
that goes there. Beep, beep, beep,
yeah,
beep.
yeah, and so now, like, I can't not hear that because it's so crazy close. And I'm
Yes.
like, it is Cypher, yeah.
That's fucking yeah. I think that's what attracted me more because I played Cypher a lot, and then
Yes.
a voice just like stuck with me. Um, yeah, and
But
I don't know how much of a nostalgia or things I've brought back to you just rewatching it with me. Like that
yes.
character has been staying out, even though he's a small whatever. Him, and I think it's just the meme, not the meme, but like the little nuances. Like I'm trying to hold on to. I forgot the actual captain's name, but it's just the instance where where Usopp calls them, "Oh, Condoriano, where you
Oh,
been?"
Condoriano, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to keep it as like a little nugget where it's like
Uh,
if you know kind of moment, if like as references.
yeah.
So that's
A
like one
lot
of
of
my
people,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like that's just my little yeah, if you know kind of character. Like if you see that name, you know exactly what happened, and that's just like one of my favorite moments. That is definitely one of those D&D moments where Usopp
Oh, for
rolls
sure.
rolls a deception against rolls a nat 20 against the small battalion in the prisoner room, and then goes, "Oh, Condoriano, it's you. Where you been? What the fuck are you?" Like
Yeah.
that's my D&D Usopp deceptive moment right there.
That was so good. I
Mhm.
didn't real like little moments like that. I forgot because it's been a while. I mean, that's early in the season, and I believe that that little part is a filler.
Mhm.
I'm not too sure. I can't remember, but I remember. I vaguely remember watching it, and then when seeing that, just being there to see that scene, and I was dying. It was
It's
so
so
good.
smart. It's just
It's
so the
so
way it's written
good.
out, and
Oh gosh.
like, oh, you're
The
one of the
jig is
prisoners.
up.
Yeah. What are you
Just give it
doing?
up. Yeah. Like
Oh, that was
it's
still
sad now.
tastefully
Yeah.
done. That was so good.
Uh,
Mhm.
so I wanted to ask. So there are you are currently in Punk Hazard
Middle of
arc
Punk Hazzard, yeah.
in the middle of Punk Hazard. So far, what do you feel has been the most, I guess, gut wrenching scene, the like most impactful scene?
Yeah. There are a ton. Like I'll start off initially what aside from the Nami like moment where you're my
Mm-hmm.
friend, I think probably the biggest moment, and this took like episodes in, was um what is it? Not water. Annie's lobby.
And his
Like
lobby.
the
Yeah.
initiation when finally Robin was screamed like, "I want to live." It was that moment, and telling Usopp to shoot the flag. I
Yeah.
was like,
Shoot the
"Oh,
flag.
this is exactly where it's at. This is
Yeah.
where it kicks off." That was my moment, and that was like, "All right, we got a ragtag group against the world government. Like, let's fucking go."
Yeah.
And damn, that was it. That was the big like full on. I'm on. I was gonna say I'm on the boat. I'm on the Sunny now. Well, Mary at the time, but
Yeah.
I'm on the boat. And then Mary, God damn it, that's so emotional. The Mary ship.
You don't think it gets
Oh,
shot. And it's so funny because it you how the fuck could you make a ship dying so sad? Like I don't oh god.
all
They
you have to do
did.
is give it a voice.
They did.
And
And
like,
tell it, I
God
love
damn
you.
it. Like, I'm just here. I'm
Go
glad to
on
be here
without
through your
me.
journey. Like, Mary. God damn it.
Yeah.
Like,
The
part of it was like,
I
I understand where Usopp was coming from on
yeah.
this, like, because that was a gift from Kaya and her butler. But then, oh shit, that moment. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's definitely a ton of moments. I don't know. I probably think maybe the top. I want to say three, but there's probably at least five,
Oh
maybe.
gosh,
Um,
yeah.
there's most impactful. I think there's two that stand out. One of them that's I'm pretty sure still ongoing until we get to resolution is the whole is Brooke reuniting with Laboon. Like I'm waiting for that. I know everyone's gonna tear up on this one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like
Yeah,
that.
man.
When the like I can't hear. Damn it, Brix's brew, Binks's
Yeah.
brew. Sorry.
Binks's brew, yes.
Like every time
Yeah.
I hear it, it's like it's both delightful, but then if you hear the story about it and how he, spoiler alert, did his final performance, I was like, fuck. Um,
Yeah.
as
That
an
was
audio engineer, when I do multi tracks and I'm eliminating one part, a piece of the song or a channel of an instrument, that to me, when each member went down one by one, that's me turning the fader down for each channel until we get to the solo. When it came down to Brooke, I was like, "Fuck, is this what I've been doing this whole time?" But like,
no, you're not killing people, James. That's not what's happening.
No, that was an extreme moment to record for him to like
Yeah.
hopefully record that, not knowing what his devil fruit power was going to do, if he was going to come back or what. That was such a huge gamble. And he still has the recording. He's still around, so he wants to like see his friend for over the last 50 years. So that moment will come. I'm gonna get like 2 boxes of Kleenexes when that happens. And
Yeah.
that's an impactful moment. And then I think the one was I knew about Ace's death, but I was not ready for the line at all. You
Mhm.
were, I think you were there too. Thank God
Yeah.
I didn't have my camera on, but yeah, like yeah, I
Thank you
knew what
for
was gonna
loving
happen.
me.
That
Yeah.
the way that
Yeah.
was delivered, I was like, Jesus Christ, because brothers for life growing up, and then a little bit of the story. They're bonding in that moment, just two versus a battalion, and then his final words was like, "Oh damn, what the hell?" And then he had to like the way that was delivered, like you you kind of saw like what they went through together, and you know
Yeah.
going through. I think there was like a couple no, the few episodes after they finally went into their backstory and like how they met and stuff. So, but yeah, that line delivery by Ace, the voice actor too, and actually everyone, shit, fuck you, you made me cry. God damn, thank you
It's
for loving
okay.
me up.
Hey, man, it's okay. There's gonna be
Yeah,
plenty more, and there's gonna be way more later on in the future too. And
I
yeah.
don't
And hey, you think this journey with Ace is done? That's gonna get you again, you little bitch. It's gonna
shut
get
the
you
fuck up.
again.
God damn it. No, he's dead. He's done. I don't want to say it like that, but I don't know.
Oh man,
But yeah,
oh my gosh, I'm. It's fun for me being a person that has seen it and then experiencing this with you, um watching you go on this journey, because I know what's happening, and
mhm.
it is, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not giddy for you to feel pain, but I'm like, here's the
I,
scene.
part of it, it's like I get that from you. Like, oh, he's not gonna know.
He's not
Like,
gonna fucking know, it's gonna break him mentally.
and then you
Like,
get caught up. I'm like, oh shit, he's
yeah,
off.
and I'm like, fuck, god damn it, it got me again. No,
I thought it was gone the first time I felt it.
oh man. I definitely think that, so for me, in the beginning, one of the most impactful scenes, like people really love the Zorro, like nothing happened scene. People
Mm.
love that scene. And
Oh
that one was
yeah.
good too. That was a good one. But the one that was like incredibly impactful was Luffy losing everyone the first time. And you obviously know that like they're not gonna die, but it's the fact that like he's supposed to be, he's the main character,
Hmm.
and he's their captain, and he's supposed to be the one that saves them. He's supposed to be the main character, that's the superhero that comes in and saves the day and can beat everyone. You've seen him do it against Crocodile. You've seen him do it against freaking Lucci. You've seen him do it against Arlong. You've seen him do it against all these characters. Freaking Gecko Moria at that moment. All these characters, and his team is coming together, and you're at this part, and then you get a villain that comes in and it's just like, oh, you guys are nothing, and you're like,
Hmm.
oh shit, like
We're not
they're
ready
not
for this.
ready, they're not
We
ready,
got to meet up.
and he
Like,
just
yeah.
like wipes them out, and Luffy's just breaking down crying, and like, I can't do anything, I can't do anything.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
to have that happen, and then you do a time skip after the death of the brother and all this other stuff. Spoiler alert for those people. If
What?
you're listening, you haven't seen it. Hey man, it's been out for years. All right, take the journey and freaking watch it. All right, this is your fault. If you're not if you're worried about fucking spoilers after fucking 15 years, like that's like Superman coming out and be like, "Oh, he's Clark Kent." Yeah, no shit, man. Like
This has been like over 70 years. No one figured that out. He had the glasses. No.
Yeah, the glasses. Yeah, exactly. Ha ha! Like, you know what I mean? It really, watch the damn show. Well, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like those things happen, and it's such a character impact that to now, even now, the story's still going on, and it's still that thing that happened all the way there is still impacting him now.
Yeah.
Like he still has a scar on his chest. He still has all these things that connect him to these past episodes. There's a picture that I think it's on like they're on episode 1460 or some crazy thing right now, like 65 or 85 or something crazy like that right now. And there's a screenshot. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but there's a screenshot of Luffy and Vivi.
Oh, yeah.
Sees it, and he has an X on his arm. Like Robin, or sorry, like Vivi sees the screenshot. Things happen to where like Vivi's kind of working with the post people, like the news people. She's kind of working with them. Stuff happens. Don't worry about it. But it is theorized that she added the X to the picture of Luffy on his arm because you then see Robin looking at this picture of Luffy, and she's like, "Oh, where did I see that from?" And that's not in. I don't believe that's in the anime or in the manga. I think that's just what they added to the anime.
I remember the marking thing.
Yes,
so
the marking thing.
Because one of the villains was Bonkley, right? Like he was able to switch bodies, and they wanted to use that as an identifier, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
okay,
they took that moment and brought it back now. And people theorize was Vivi's way of saying I'm still alive because she's doing stuff. She's in trouble and stuff like that. And people are like, she didn't have to do this. It wasn't part of the original thing. It was he didn't have an X on him during that picture and during that moment. And people are like, I think that's the way of Vivi saying like I'm still alive. Like I'm here. Like I remember what's going on. Like I'm still alive, which is cool. But just things like that happen all the time, like subtle things.
There's like really good recall, like on the small moments if you catch it.
But even that's the thing is, it's such a small moment. It is literally like 2 seconds of Robin looking at this newspaper, going like, "Oh, where have I seen that before?" And that's it.
That's where the Nat 20 perception comes in.
That's it. And it's like, oh my gosh. Just things like that happen all throughout the story, you know. Bon Clay, he's a good example. You see Bon Clay in the original part, and he does his thing, and I'm not going to go too much into it, but he initially does his thing the first time, and you're like, oh, that was crazy. Wow, okay, we'll never see him again. And then you freaking see him again, and he does something else, and it breaks your heart, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, that was incredible. Such good redemption. And Bon Claysby, he's still around. They're still around. We haven't seen a body yet, so I'm still on my theory about still going back to the other episode or show, Naruto. Where's Jiraiya's body? Anyone know?
Oh my god, geez.
Have we seen it?
Holy crap.
Have we seen it? Boruto will find it. He'll make his appearance.
Holy cow, that's so long ago. Never found the body. He never found the body.
Nope.
You always gotta find the body. Proof. He's not dead unless they found the body.
Yep.
He's rewriting that story. That's all he's doing. Being lazy, rewriting that story.
Yeah, he retired. He's like, I'm just finishing my books. Don't tell anyone.
I'm just finished.
I'm stay away from that fight. Whatever's going on over
I
there.
heard that Madara coming back. Fuck that noise.
Oh, fuck that. I ain't going there. Fuck that shit. They'll take care of it. They got it.
I fought, I don't know, 18 of these guys by myself. All right. I'm done. You see these hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here.
Yeah. All those, they have a full-on army of like 3 different nations taking them on. I took on only 18 of them. Like, I'm good. I don't need any more holes in me than that.
That motherfucker's throwing meteors at people. I'm not getting involved. All right. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not getting involved. I can summon giant frogs. Okay.
That's all
what
I
do you
can
want me to
do.
do? What do you want me to do? My hair grows long and I summon giant frogs. Okay. I don't know what else you want me to do in this situation. It gets a
I've
meteor.
done too much right now at this point. I barely got out. I barely made it. I'm here in Cancun. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, but no, man, I love it. I love it. That's another one I love. Freaking Naruto is amazing too. But now going back to One Piece, man, it's such a. It really is a journey, and it sucks.
I fucking get it.
You have to like pressure people into watching it and be like, no, you trust me, man, trust me. It's like drugs. Trust me, man, it'll be good for the first time. Just trust me, just one puff.
It's harmless. What can you do? I mean, it's only going to take 2 hours of maybe an hour of your day, and if it get good, maybe another hour, and then maybe months, so on. I don't know, whatever.
It's just gonna keep going.
It's so good.
It is.
I get it, and I'm now like middle of my close to late 40s, and I want to find One Piece merch, and I want to dress up as Chopper for some reason. Like, I want to find that hat. Maybe start cooking. I don't know. Take up sword lessons. Actually, you know what? I will say, One Piece has helped me. This is gonna sound really weird if you just make this statement in the line. One Piece has helped me with my leg workouts. Because I don't know why. When I haven't seen much of, like, what's the Emperor, Dressrosa. I haven't watched that arc yet, but the pirate, Flamingo.
Yes.
The way he walks, and when Luffy goes into second gear, it just helps with my squats. When I watch that pose, he's like, just get into that squat position. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, like flat foot on the ground, just like squat position, and it's really helped stretch out my leg. Do the whole waddle walk, like, oh, this feels great. My legs feel loose. I don't feel tight.
Gosh,
no. And then just go, like, oh, this is awesome. I know why he laughs like that.
Oh my gosh, have they gotten to his background yet?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh my god!
I just know he's a fucking asshole.
There's a lot of stuff. There's
the last episode, we found out who the Joker was, which was, spoiler alert. So that's how far I'm currently at right now. With Joker is him. Yeah.
This is where I think you're on the arc that, if I remember correctly, was a pivotal moment for the anime in general, because they were doing so many things have happened, and people were so excited because of what's going to come in this arc. Which you probably freaking already know, but just for the audience, I'm not going to try to say. But things that happen, level ups that happen, basically, in this arc for the main characters, and what they do. I remember the animation became better at some point, and it was so talked about. And this was the first part that brought new people in during this arc. Was the first time that I think I might have stepped in at this time of no. I knew about it. I didn't start watching it at this time, but a lot of people did, because it it gained such popularity because it had new animation, it was a new power up, there was some crazy stuff that was going on. People were like, "Oh my gosh!" And so it definitely brought in people. I think the arc, Wano,
Okay. Yeah.
Wano, Wano,
Wano.
that arc near the end of it is definitely like when they changed the animation again, is definitely brought a ton of people back into it, like back into it and into it for the first time. That's where I came in, because I remember looking at the arc and seeing some crazy stuff and going like, what the hell is happening in One Piece? I need to, all right, let's just do it. And so
Okay.
I took that road of just, and gosh, that arc is so long. Holy cow. The 1,000 episodes, 1,000 of it is just one.
Oh fuck! All 100 some has just been this like
yeah.
ass track through like one island to the other.
Yeah, except for this one. This one is like a whole. This took so long. Yeah, no, it's worth it though. It's a lot of fun. I'm excited. I have been excited for the remake that which is coming out in 2027. The remake's coming. Yeah. I've been excited for that because of the new animation, the new pacing, the new, all that stuff. But I am also scared because when I had you watch the new animation and or new edited version of the
Fishman Island.
Fishman Island. And when I was watching it with you, there were things that were kind of missing. It wasn't like anything incredibly important, and it hasn't proven to be important at all in general. But there was little experiences that you missed out on, little jokes here and there, or little things that happen.
Yeah.
And so I am now a little fearful of them taking such incredibly long arcs and condensing it down. I think they're going to still do a great job regardless, but I am fearful because it felt really quick. I remember watching that with you, the new updated version of Fishman Island, and watching it with you and going like, oh shit, this is like bam, 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 bam. It's not. It felt really, really quick. And so I'm a little scared that it's going to be not as impactful, because as we were talking about earlier in this episode of our podcast, those impactful moments that you need to let sit. You need those moments in your writing and story where you have something happen and you sit. Because if someone dies and it's a main character, and you go, okay, let's turn the page. Like, that's not. You're just like, oh, okay, I guess they didn't matter.
That's actually, you know what? That might be why. I'll say it, like, when you had me watch that. So originally, like the original version, it's like 75 episodes long. This one they condensed it down to like 20, 25 or something.
Yes.
I watching it that way. I didn't really watch the old one, only one time because there was a mistranslation or whatever. Or anyway, I really didn't feel a whole lot watching that arc, the redone Fishman Island, the 25 episode one. I didn't really catch anything. Again, to me, not to say it was filler, it was just background until they what's his name? The
Hody Jones.
Hody Jones, and then there's like at least the other guy. Like there's at least one other person like they until that conflict happened, because I think scattered about it went. I barely got a moment with understanding who Neptune was and who the daughter. Like I knew who she was, and then I didn't. None of that really captured for me as much. Like if I watched the original, maybe 75 episodes, probably, but there wasn't anything that like stood out other than like, now it's like they had to go to Fishman Island for some reason, and now I can't remember what it was. So maybe you might be onto that if you want to base off my experience with it. I still
Yeah,
haven't seen the Sin 5.
because I
So,
watched it and I did feel like it was the pacing now got too sped up. But the thing
mhm.
is you're not wrong in how you feel about that arc. And not a lot. There's a reason that arc isn't loved.
Oh, okay.
It's just because of that. It's the way it was written. That arc in particular is one of the most hated on arcs because people are like,
Oh,
"Did we even really need this?" There's a lot of people that don't like it, and there's probably some people that are out there that do like it. But in general, people view it as just like a stepping stone to get into the actual story again.
because it's the
Like,
restart or after the
yes,
2 year
because it's
time
after the
skip.
2 year. And so it's like,
Mhm.
here, let's just show a little bit of our powers. But then, like, now you're getting into Punk Hazard and stuff, and it's like, no, this is where the meat and potatoes are. You're going back
Mhm.
into the actual story of One Piece. That was just a little side quest kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I just personally feel I don't know. I think I would have to actually watch that arc again and compare it and see how I do feel because
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've watched it, a couple of years since I watched it. Um, yeah, I just remember how I felt during when you were watching it. So
Mhm.
yeah, that'd be a fun little experience to kind of just go through it again and see if it was the same feeling or if they did shorten it up to when they took away aspects of it of that. Oh, I get to understand the characters, and
Yeah.
I get to have a
I mean, you
connection
might
with
be
these
right on the
characters.
whole, like, if it's an introduction portion of, like, after them returning after 2 years. Yeah, they met up at Saboti,
Hmm.
and then,
Hmm.
Fishman actually at least gave them the opportunity of, like, what they're capable of now, but if you don't have any knowledge of, like, what they were like before the time skip and what incidences that occurred, then you won't get the full picture of, like, how much growth
Yeah.
they've come to. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's like, the idea of, like, here's where they're at now, let's just go from here. Like, obviously you don't want to watch it that way, but it's probably just something to, like, quickly, like, showcase them what they're like 2 years later, and then Punk Hazard gets on and goes from there. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's if that's the consensus of how people felt about Fishman Island, then maybe
Yeah,
they
that
did
that
just
might
use it as
just
a
be
test.
the yeah. I
Okay.
I think I believe that was the whole purpose of it, but I think that your feeling of it not being that important as just the consensus of everyone, it was just kind of
Yeah.
like, "Meh," you know.
It did feel like that.
Um,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah. We are let's I know we had a bit of a technical issue, but let's
yeah. Start
we're
wrapping it up here.
kind of wrap it up here. So a couple things like within One Piece, it's fucking awesome. I'm sorry I've teased it. Like, have they fucking found it yet? But there's a reason why he kind of held off on it. It's most of it is like based on a certain decision, but you know what? I'm all for it. It's fine.
Mhm.
Um uh kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier. Um, you know, anime centric stuff, what's been, what's kind of up to date, what's up. Um, I was gonna ask in that subject, probably to maybe close it off. Is there any anime you feel that stood out maybe to your test of time? Like anything that pops out to you, like the overall arching, like, yeah, what stands out to you like as the best anime so far, or what you've come to ground to like?
Something that
Even
like that I can go back to, or that I was like, if there was someone I was talking to
either
and they've
either
never
you're
experienced it.
no, just for you personally, like what is like, let's say, best anime for me is Dragon Ball Z or something. That's an example. Like
Gotcha. Gotcha.
just something simple, like
Uh,
what stood out, even like nostalgia.
honestly, both Full Metal Alchemist stories
Oh,
are they're just there's a reason why people compare and or say Full Metal Alchemist is the best anime made ever created and manga
hmm
ever created. Um, because it's just so well done. Is
And
it
it didn't take him
perfect?
1,000 episodes to find a philosopher.
No, it did. It did not take a fucking 1,000 episodes.
It took
just to
trauma to find
full.
out what it actually was, but
Oh yeah, I personally like. Honestly, I like the original, the one from like the early 2000s, more than I like Brotherhood.
Mhm.
I like Brotherhood. Brotherhood has a
Brotherhood
lot of
like
things.
had a full conclusion where
Yes,
the
I
other one
like
was more
Brotherhood.
darker.
But the other one, I had it. I just felt like it was. I don't know, man. They had such different stories at that middle point because, and I finally found out why. It's because the manga wasn't done.
Yeah, I found that out like way later.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Honestly, I found that out like last week. You know,
Oh, really?
yeah, I
Oh.
never really looked into it. I was just kind of like, I assumed, but I didn't actually
Yeah.
like fully research it. But no, I would say, Full Metal Alchemist is one that I generally want to show people and be like, this is what anime is.
Yeah.
You know, this is its story. It is impactful. It is gripping. It is um these moments that you know is fiction, but they still mean something to you. You know, the bond between those two brothers of these fictional characters, the bond between these fictional characters of all of them, the scenes where like freaking, you know, you get Lieutenant Hughes gets killed. He's the one with the wife and child. He gets killed by a homunculus that
I wish they could
impersonates
show more of
like
what he was
that.
capable of.
It just, man, you're screaming black here.
I know.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm still here. If you can hear me.
You're good. But just things like that, man. It like you go through so many arcs. I'd feel like that one's a good one. And if you're looking for something that's like fun, I mean, legitimately, I love the Digimon series. I like it, the original one, Digimon series. You know, Digimon.
Oh yeah.
They came out with like the updated versions of it. They
Mhm.
redid the whole series and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun to watch if you're into like '90s cartoons about people using creatures to fight other creatures.
Oh, like Pokemon?
Cockfighting. Yeah, yeah. That one's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of actual anime that you get connected with the characters, yeah, definitely. I would say definitely that one. Oh, and uh, I remember liking it, and it messed me up. It was the first anime that I watched, and I would have to watch it again. But there was an anime um, called Wolf Rain.
Oh, I haven't. I
Holy
know it was
crap!
so good. I know it was good.
That one was good.
Yeah.
That one was one to watch where I was like, oh, this is like an adult anime. Like this is not for kids. This is not Digimon.
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
so that was
definitely
one of my
not. Those.
first. No. This was like dark and I was like, holy cow! And it had actual meaning to like the characters and there's problems that were going on in the world. I
Mhm.
remember watching that and liking that one a lot. And then fucking Cowboy Bebop, dude. Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uh, that one. Holy cow. And like,
Cowboy. Go ahead. Sorry. Because I want to get into that a little bit.
yeah, man, that there's a lot of stuff that I um base just good story writing and character development off of just
Mhm.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Uh, and both Cowboy Bebop and Full Metal Alchemist, man.
Mhm.
It just that like
The Adult Swim
man, it
Toonami
was
lineup.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot of good ones.
Cowboy Bebop for me was if anything, it's definitely up there, like for
Hmm.
influential purposes. Like that was the first anime after watching, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. That was the first anime where it was like to me, I didn't know you could do it this way. Um,
Yeah.
like the not dark, but the very adult theme, but like the thematic idea and mixing in jazz music and space was like
Yeah.
two separate things that somehow gelled it together. And I was like, holy shit, like this is amazing. Like I want to get in a spaceship to shoot people to bebop and like
To bebop, fight people with
that's
martial arts to
yeah,
capture villains with
the whole
bebop. Yeah.
the idea of it and the characters and
Yeah.
it's just like this it's even though it's all in space and in the near future, like everything about it just seems so down to earth, like a day, not day in the life, but like you really like there's only so many characters you can relate to. There's four that you obviously look into, watch, including the dog, so five. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was such an influential anime. Just the way that was introduced to me, like I didn't know you can make something like this, basically, or
Yeah.
an anime like this exists. Like I knew there were like other adult ones or adult themed ones way back, but this was the one that like stood out in that was available at the time to like to
Mhm.
watch. And yeah, Cowboy Bebop is so amazing. But I
There's
think
a ton.
yeah, there's a ton. Just that one, like for me, the first time that stood out as some like very offbeat. So
Yeah.
I'm getting like attracted to more the non not popular, but like non mainstream ones. The
Yeah.
people that the things that people don't really think about. So like that's on my list, and the one that like stood out for me a lot is something not a lot of people really heard of. Probably like okay, maybe there's two. Like one was I don't know if you remember Chorus. There's like this
Oh yeah, so yeah, of
that one's
course. You and I watched that one. That was amazing. That was
that
awesome.
one's just more of like a visual aspect. Like that anime,
Oh
if you haven't
yeah.
watched Chorus, I think the last revelation or something, it was like basically another Sentai superstition
Mm,
anime, but the way that was introduced is I think it was like starting to be groundbreaking at the time, mixing both CGI elements and
yeah.
the
Yeah.
2D traditional animation and the way that was produced and the musical score and the fight scene. That was just I wish there was more story to it, to the lore, but you had to just kind of like either try and research it a little bit more or just like really stick to it's an
Yeah, I
OVA,
don't know the
6
story at
episodes.
all. I have
You just
no
kind
idea
of
what the fuck it. The story is two robot people that are black and
have
like black colored, and they just I don't know. I don't
it's
know.
like again Sentai thing, but like it's 6 episodes, and then the way it was released here in the states was like the first 3 episodes was one movie, which feel like it was contained. So you're just thrown into like, okay, this
Oh,
is the savior of
that makes
the.
sense now.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't
I
know.
never. Well, I didn't fucking know you. So, for people that don't know,
Okay.
before we get off and things like that, I was introduced to this from you. He had the DVDs, and I remember the first one came out, and then Cars 2 took forever to come out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the same. Like it's just
Mhm.
a freaking. That makes
Yeah. They're supposed
sense.
to be totally 6 episodes, each an hour long. About. And the first three was condensed into one full movie length, and then the second one didn't come out till like way later. There's no manga to like where
Years.
reference to, yeah, or anything like that. So what you got was an OVA, like an original
Yeah.
animation. So, but the way that was introduced, the first three was like, you're introduced to the very first scene was like, well, each chorus has they're basically like spirit Power Ranger protect, not Power Ranger. I don't
Yes.
want to say Power, but they're spirit protectors, uh, that guards between reality and the demon world. Demon world is
Hmm.
always thought of like hideous creatures or whatever, but they're really these Makai creatures that are like innocent demon creatures that they just want to live their life. Humans can live on their own as long as they're in separate planes of existence. That's fine.
Yeah.
But things happen, and then each chorus has a nation that protects each different country. So like there's the chorus of say Tokyo, which is the one that we follow, the one maybe in Russia, one in America, which I think was the one that kind of comes over and helps the
Yeah.
Tokyo one. I think no, I might be wrong. There's
I don't
essentially
know, man. I just
either
remember
way,
slight.
it's one chorus per country per region. But that's how it goes. That's how the story goes. And this one gets assassinated by the original protector, and then a new one comes in whose background you don't really exactly know until the end of like the third episode or the end of the movie. Like he's actually been dead and he discovers his body. And so the second half of the movie that releases years later turns out he's a former um hitman of the Yakuza, and then somehow him being chosen as the next guardian maybe gives him a sort of redemption, but there's not really anything for him to protect, or he has nothing to like have like something to protect or like have a passion of or anything. He's just there, but he has a place in something. So they just kind of plop him as like the protector, the guardian, or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I remember that one.
mhm.
It was interesting, and it was definitely ahead of its time in terms of animation and fighting
Yeah.
style. I just remember the choreography in terms of the fights and everything was just so beautiful. I still remember that. It's like the countdown. I could still kind of
The
vaguely
countdown was
remember
so
the countdown.
tense.
It was crazy countdown.
And it is
Anyway,
10.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it is 10.
Mhm.
That one was crazy.
Yeah.
I
It's so good. If you just want to like crazy nonsense, not
yeah,
nonsense, but like
not
if you just want to
nonsense,
see a
but
really beautifully done animation and fight sequence, like that's the one to go to.
that's a
And then
good one.
again, the score of the music is so well put together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, there's a ton of others that I would choose
Mhm.
too. Like I do love Naruto. I think it's a good story. I do
Mhm.
love Bleach. I think that's a good story. Um, one that I think is underrated, and it's just a fun story too, but it gets like crapped on because it's like Shonen Jump, and it's super Shonen Jumpy, is like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was really popular too. That's
Mhm.
a fun watch. Black Clover is a fun watch. That one just ended.
Oh,
That one's
fully
that
ended.
one. Yeah, that's fully ended. That
Mhm.
one's a fun watch for sure. And these are things that are like, though they are not as impactful to me as Full Metal Alchemist. Naruto kind of was. Naruto got there at the later seasons when
Mhm.
they're adults, but um, and same thing with Bleach. Bleach definitely wasn't as impactful as Naruto. Naruto had like a whole underlying story and or emotions to it. Bleach was more of just
Yeah.
like, we gotta kick some ass. You're hollow, I'm kicking your ass. Who are you? It doesn't matter. I'm kicking your ass. Like that. Yeah,
That's what's gonna.
Panka.
Yep.
This is my shotgun.
Yeah, sword turns
Yeah.
into a shotgun. Like, yeah, that's Bankai. You can turn whatever you want. It'll start as a sword and then it'll be something else entirely.
That's the English version. Sorry.
Oh man, that'd be cool. Hold on, not fan casting, fan drawing, whatever. Fan character right here. I want a character in Soul Society who's a mother
You don't
carrying a
want.
sword, but then the Bankai turns into a chancla. And it's just this
Okay.
like a Latino or Filipino mom who's like, "Oh, you ready?" I'm like, "Oh shit, watch out, Aizen."
Yeah. Alrighty.
I didn't even get to my big anime. I was just
Oh
mentioning
yeah.
Kara's,
Sorry. Go ahead.
but
Sorry. My
that's okay.
apologies.
Like the anime though, that still holds for me. I'll watch it once in a while, like if I want to get back to it. But it's not a shonen or like uh anything crazy. It's just like this. Sometimes I just want to like either get inspired by it or just like sit down and have a slice of life
Oh,
watch,
I
and
know
it
what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good
it's
one.
Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. Such
Yeah.
a good anime. Like I love the story. It's too relative to me because like main character is a kid getting into the music scene and
Yeah.
meets like a ragtag group of musicians, and then they hit up with the festival, and then he meets girls along, well, one girl in particular probably along the way, but like, this it's just a nice like kickback story, and just watching this character grow into like what he was as this innocent, getting guitars bullied and broken by assholes, and then just like screaming like, put it in your case or some shit. Like, come on.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, and like
frustrations.
the art of it too. Like that's another like they animation everything like they put in like really good emphasis with both the
Yeah.
CGI and animation of like each instrument like that stood out. It's like yeah, that's a Gibson. Do not destroy that, please. I will beat you up or something. Like it's really good though. It's a really good story. A small slice of like I think maybe well, it's not a long
It's not
show.
very long at all. No,
No.
it's not. It is. There's some moments in there, man. There's some
Mhm.
moments I remember watching that and going like, ah, why do I
26
feel?
episodes. Yeah.
I don't want
Um.
to feel this.
Yeah.
Because you feel
It's
for the
real.
main character,
Oh yeah.
definitely in that one. On
Definitely.
certain things that go on in that show, and yeah, I remember that. That was a
Hmm.
good one. You know what's funny is I was watching that. I only watched that because of you, because you were watching it, and then I was watching Full Metal Alchemist at the same time, and that's when my little baby brain was developing and
Hmm.
learning that there is more than just Digimon out there and Dragon Ball Z, and I have these
You
two
mean they're
freaking
not fighting?
animes.
Why?
Oh yes, exactly. I'm like, what is this?
Hmm.
Yeah, man, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
There's a ton. I really wish that people would not hate on anime so much, and just give it a chance. There's honestly there's anime for everyone. There's funny animes. There's
Mhm.
funny adult animes. There's just straight up adult animes. Like, hey man, you like whatever you want to like.
If you like chickens with ties, you know what?
Hey,
That's yours.
that like you do, yeah, exactly.
Um,
There's a ton of different ones out there. Like, jeez, I can't even. I just wish people would actually give it a try before judging. You know, you
mhm.
just they look at a hand drawn animation and go, oh, that's a cartoon, and then I'm like, okay, so is Toy Story, and you love that shit. So I don't
Mhm.
know, man. Like,
All right, then we'll ask this one last thing before we close up. Most obscure anime you've watched, but actually turned out good.
oh, the one I was telling you about that most obscure was my uncle from another world. Oh,
Okay.
oh, no. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty high up there. But no, most obscure one was probably gonna be, if it's not Space Dandy, which is just freaking whacking
Ooh, I
all
need to
over the
get into that one.
place.
Yeah.
It's just whacking all over the place.
Mhm.
If it's not that, it is definitely Konosuba. It is
Okay.
an it is an isekai. Um, but it's just hilarious. And there's
Yeah.
fan service like crazy in that too, which sometimes throws me off. And I'm like, but like they do it in a genuinely funny way,
Mhm.
or they try to. Sometimes it lands, sometimes it's just not. But
Yeah.
that's one that I didn't think I was gonna. I was just looking for anime. I was just looking for anything, and it was like a dry spout, and this I was like, fuck it, what is this? And I clicked it, and I was like, oh, it's another one of these. Oh, it's a harem. I freaking hate harems. I'm like, all right. So to watch it, it's just hilarious the whole time. It
Yeah.
is so good.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think for me, there's I can list a couple. There's two I actually kind of want to rewatch. Like these are like early '90s ones. I've watched there's Golden Boy. I don't know if you've seen like a couple of the
I haven't.
there's a couple memes where Golden Boy's animation's really great too. Like for the time, like there's a
Okay.
couple moments where it's like I think there's a scene where he's like chasing so he goes through town. He's just like not freeloader, but he's just a guy who like each episode he gets a different job, and then one of them in particular, he's on his bike pedaling, and I think he's chasing someone down. They forgot some, and he's like racing down a hill, and he like goes through these loops. He starts riding on like the power lines and stuff, and like he's going
Yeah.
like high speed. He can't stop. He's about to give himself a heart attack. And then there's another one where he's like trying to I love this one. He's trying to impress this girl. He's at a swim club or whatever. And then he's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? I'll meet you on the other side or whatever." And then he goes from one end, does his swim strokes, but he's like choking. He's like, he's a
is it
terrible
that
swimmer.
one?
Yeah, yeah, that's one.
I haven't watched that, but I fucking help me. Yeah,
You can see that,
wa-
like, how do you like it or whatever.
Yes,
That one I
yes.
want to watch.
Golden Boy. Okay.
Golden Boy. There's another one called GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I don't know how I got through that one. It's like a former biker Yakuza guy who becomes a substitute teacher.
Okay.
I watched it mainly because I think the English dub featured the voice actor of Steve Bloom, who did Spike Spiegel
Yes.
in
Okay.
Cowboy Bebop. So he voiced that one. I think I watched it just for that, and it was actually a pretty good show. I liked it. GTO, FLCL, Fully Cooley, 6 episodes that I had to try in order to understand it. I had to like remember at the time maybe try watch it like 18 times over, and then they have like continuation spin-offs
I'm
and
trying
stuff.
to find this one that is so. It's such a slice of life one, and it's just
Mhm.
about these like girls in high school, I think it is, and like the animation is crazy. When we get off of here, I'll show you it, but like I can't remember the name of it, and I wouldn't be able to search it up right now.
Okay.
But I'll definitely find a clip when I'm done with this. But there's this. I just remember this scene where it's like the principal is like wrestling a deer, and it's just fucking hilarious.
That sounds familiar, actually.
Or like one of the girls goes to pet a dog, and the dog bites her hand, and then she like fucking explodes with
Isn't it
power.
like it's called like
can't
My
remember.
Ordinary Life or something? I'm looking at
Yeah,
it
I
right
think
now.
so. I think so.
Ichiju.
I believe so, and it's just so whack. Like every episode is just a random thing. It's not. Yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, if we want
Uh,
to watch something collectively, we should watch Gintama.
I've heard about Gintama. I haven't watched that
Yeah.
one yet. Honestly,
I love the
that's
parodies of like the homages to like every popular anime medium it takes.
yes.
Just the
I've
memes and and the clips I've seen so far, it looks ridiculous.
I've heard
um,
some good things about that one. There's a
mhm,
couple other slice of life ones that I've seen recently that I want to check out that look pretty funny. That
yeah.
I'm gonna be checking out here. I just can't
Um,
remember them off the top of my head.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
So
that's all I got. You know.
yeah. The one that actually stood out though, the one that um uh took me by surprise. I can't remember how I came across it. I don't know what, but I was like you, I was like one day just clicking around and somehow I found this anime called damn camera. I think it was called let's see. Hang on a sec. That's suddenly shutting down. Anyway, it was called an anime called Midori Days.
Huh.
Very slice of life. If I tell you the synopsis, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'll just read you the plot. Seiji Mad Dog Suwamara is the toughest student in his high school. His grades are not very good because he fights more than he studies, but he tends to protect the weaker students from bullies. A few classmates idolize him. One, Midori Kasugano from a different school, shyly loves him from afar, but everybody else is just afraid of him, which has made it impossible for him to find a girlfriend. In desperation, he says to himself that he wants a girlfriend no matter who it is. He then touches a miniature Midori attached to where his right hand used to be. Because of this, the pair must learn how to adapt the sudden and forced closeness. So his girlfriend, the girl that he likes, is literally in his right hand, like a puppet.
What the crap? What the crap? What the crap?
Not really like a girl, like
Gotta be a
watching
freaking
it.
play. Yeah.
I was watching it like it wasn't really like boyfriend girlfriend. She just like
Yeah.
she's stuck, but then she was very like helpful to him. Like, I'll help wash a certain area. I'm like, no, don't do that. What are you doing? It didn't happen. Okay, but like, she had the crush on him, and like the story of that. It was odd in that circumstance, but I watched through it 13 episodes, and I was like, this isn't as bad as it sounds. Like, it was surprisingly charming. Like, it was an interesting thing. So that was one of the ones that surprised me when I don't know how I found it or went around to it, but yeah, that was like early 2000s anime. That's the one that stood out to me as the most odd anime that actually turned out to be pretty good, actually. So, aside from that, I'm probably gonna watch Midori Days in a bit. Maybe hope for a remake, or no, I don't know. No, it just needs to stop. That 13 episodes, like, you could go on and on, but let's just stop there. There are some things that are fine where it needs to stop. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This was a good comeback to doing the podcast, keeping it anime centric. Yeah. So be on the lookout for future episodes. We're gonna try and get this ball rolling. Yeah. Next, well, I don't really know what we're gonna do the next episode. I think we're gonna do comics and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
we'll
we're doing comic talk. Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll figure it out from there. We'll start, getting an actual schedule when we're going to be releasing the stuff, just for our audiences to, you guys to be here, and we'll be here and try to keep that commitment to you guys too. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It's all in the future stuff, though.
yeah.
Don't hold us to that right now.
Yeah, and shout out in the comments, like, what's your favorite anime? What do you think about One Piece so far?
sure.
Where are you at in the arc? And outside of all that, everybody have a good rest of your day, night, and we'll catch you next time. See you later, everybody.
Goodbye.